Mataji, in this day of Makar Sakranti, let's collectively, from all the corners of the world, bow to the lotus feet of our mother under her form as Shri Surya, with the pure desire that Shri Surya awakens in the heart and the consciousness of all humanity. Faisons un namaskar collectif, les quatre coins du monde, au pied de Shri Surya, avec l'intention que Shri Surya puisse s'éveiller dans la conscience de toute l'humanité. Namaskar Kundalini.
Unique opportunity, I think, for me to meet you again in Bombay when you are all leaving this country, and this kind of a special type of a puja that we are having today. This is the puja done to the sun and is called as Makar Sakranti. Makar is the tropic of Capricorn. Capricorn is Makar. So now the sun is moving from the tropic of Capricorn towards the tropic of Cancer. And it's always a fixed date because it has something to do with the sun. This is the only date which is fixed in Indian calendar because they have to deal with the sun. But this time I don't know why, what has happened that they have put it on the 15th of this month. It's always the 14th. Now, today is they are changing. I must say that the seasons are going to be changed. We've got 6 months when this sun moves towards the southern hemisphere and makes it warm. When it comes to the northern hemisphere from tomorrow. So today is the last day, which we say that is the day which is the coldest day, according to Indian understanding. After this, the heat will start growing, and we can do anything that is auspicious, any auspicious things can be done after this puja is over during the summertime. Though it's very hot in summer, still people want the sun to rule us and to give us warmth because of him only all the fields and all the vegetables, all the fruits, everything grows. And that's why when the 6 months the sun is not here, we call it as Sakranti, meaning a calamity in a way. That is when, of course, in the European countries or say in England, America, it is a calamity at that time when the sun is not there. But even here, it is regarded as time today is the day that the end of the Sakranti, means the end of the calamity is over. And they give something sweet to eat, which is also mixed with sesame seeds. Because sesame seed is heat giving, so today being the hottest day, coldest day, they want to give sesame seed. Also want you to retain the heat and to adjust yourself to the heat that's coming up. This is all thought of in a way, in a very gross level, on a very gross level, that we should keep the people warm enough. Also it is said that the warmth of love should be expressed at this time for people, because it's the coldest day. So they say that we give you this special thing for you to say something sweet, that is god god bola, means you say something sweet to us. And the people who live in warm countries are sweeter people than the people who live in colder places, because the nature is rather very unkind to them. I don't blame them for their temperament, because the nature is so unkind. In India you can live anywhere. You can live under a tree, you can live in a forest, anywhere you can live quite happily, as long as there is water to drink and water to bathe. And there's not such a problem as we have to face in the other parts of the world, where if you have to go out of the house, you take about 15-20 minutes to dress yourself up. Here you just can walk out of the house, you can keep your houses open during the summertime, and there's no problem of any kind as far as the nature is concerned. Nature becomes very kind during summertime here, because the trees are lush and lot of greenery. People feel very happy during that time, and all the activity becomes more with the sun's energy. But in the West, as you have seen, that the sun is much less. Because of that, people keep more to their houses, to artificial heating or other heatings, and the doors are closed, the hearts are closed, and it's difficult for them to communicate with other people. As you go down south more, in your countries also, you'll find people are warmer, simpler, very hospitable. With the sun, you get the heart, which is very open heart and a kind of a inviting heart. Now, if you see on the Sahaja Yoga style, the sun line is the right side and the moon is the left side. On the moon line, one can desire but cannot act. Apart from that, on the moon line, if you go too far, it can be destructive. Because if you sit in the house doing nothing, and also these days there's unemployment, say for example, no work, then you start thinking too much. And this thinking is just a desire, energy working out, no action. And without the action, this energy can become very destructive. That is why we find that people, they say that empty mind or is the devil's workshop. Where people do not act, the action doesn't take place, then it can be quite destructive. थोडासा आणखी वाढवून द्या, आणखी वाढवून द्या, वाढवा थोडासा, वाढवून द्या बस. So the whole situation is different in a country which is warm and a country which is not warm. But in a country where it is very warm also, like Africa, there are complications due to too much of heat. Like we have the topic of, the equator passing through, and it heats up that area so much that it becomes full of jungles, very high trees and tall trees, and the whole place is covered with foliage so much that there's no possibility for any sunshine to penetrate through. And it's quite dark, it's full of darkness. So that extreme also comes in the same category as the extreme of the cold season. Now such people live there, and they naturally, because the sun is less, so they do not grow much, and they can be primitive people, and they can be quite aggressive, like they learn things from the animals, and they could be quite aggressive. So the balance has to be struck, and the balance is that we should desire and act. But the trouble is, in human atmosphere, there is a division of labor, I think. That one part of the country is thinking, another part of the country is acting. Under these circumstances, nothing will work out. So, a balance has to be struck where you have the Sushumna working out. Now the Sushumna Nadi is the one where one would say is the equator. Is not equator, but is the axis of the Mother Earth. The axis of the Mother Earth is the Sushumna, and that has to act. And when it comes to that axis, it is the one that balances. Actually, there is nothing like a big pole inside the Mother Earth, which we can call it as an axis. There's nothing that is material inside the Mother Earth that we can call it as an axis, but it's the energy force which acts in such a manner that the Earth moves with such tremendous speed. When the cosmos is all spread out so much, it not only moves, but it creates day and night for us, so that daytime we can work and nighttime we can sleep, to give us a balance. Only also it moves in such a manner around the sun that half of the countries get the sun during the summertime and half of them get it during the winter time. That's the axis that acts and works out everything. Apart from that, this axis keeps all the distances necessary from other planets and other moving bodies in the cosmos. This axis is the intelligence of the Mother Earth. It is not only the intelligence, but it is the fragrance, and apart from it is the Sushumna Nadi, we can say, of the Mother Earth. Now, through this axis only, all these swayambhus and all these great happenings of earthquakes and all that takes place. This axis is the one which moves. It's an energy. We can call it axis as the energy. Moves the lava into different directions and pierces through different areas to create earthquakes, and also to have ज्वालामुखी लगा इंग्लिश में तो volcanoes. And all these things happen because the axis has sense what is to be done. This axis is the one that loves us. Because of this axis, we have seasons. The seasons are created beautifully to give us different varieties of food and varieties of things. The heat of the Mother Earth, if it is lost, then we'll have nothing on this earth. It will be all frozen, and there will be all snow, and we'll have no food, nothing, and it will be like moon living here. Now it is being specially created. First, the Mother Earth, when it was created through the heat of the sun, So we can say that the sun is the father of the Mother Earth. Then she was brought very close to the moon. So it cooled down, absolutely it cooled down, it was all snow. Then it was brought closer to the sun and moved at a point where life could start working. And that's how the whole thing was organized beautifully to make life grow in that area. When the life started growing, gradually we know that how the carbon was formed. Now the carbon is formed by the same axis because there's heat in the axis, the energy of heat that converts the plants into carbon. Now this carbon is later on forms the basis for, you can say, for the production of carbohydrates, you can say, or all organic matter. But to create life, we had to have another help, is the nitrogen. And this nitrogen was also, you'll be surprised to know, that was created by the same axis, by its movement. And when it created this nitrogen, the nitrogen gave us the amino acids. And when the amino acids were created within us, then we started our lives from amoeba and all that. Of course, this was done in the ocean, because in the ocean, with the movement, nitrogen was created and life was created, and then through the ocean it's emitted out, and that's how we have amino acids. With the amino acids, the formation of amino acids gave us the combinations and permutations, different lives. So in the whole evolutionary process, the Mother Earth has played a very big part through her axis. In the same way, in human beings, the axis is the most important. That's the main principle of life we have got, is our axis. We have to stand on our axis. Those who do not stand on their axis, stand more towards the left or towards the right, are capable of complete destruction. Because either they will be destroyed by too much of right side or too much of left side. So our axis has to be properly dealt with. Now those people who do not have a proper axis can have problems of different chakras, of different kind of quality in a person. A person who stretches his axis too much, puts back his head like this, is a person who is very right-sided and creates problem with his ego. And the one who absolutely bends down, like a slavish person, also is a person who goes towards his destructiveness. Now there's a big problem between these two types of people, one trying to dominate another, and when they start dominating another person, they actually destroy themselves as well as destroy the ones whom they are dominating. For example, now, we have seen that we had Britishers who came here and ruled us. We have seen the French went and ruled some other people. Then there are Portuguese who went and ruled some other people. But everything that they did to dominate and all that has double reactions. First of all, by their domination, say, Indians became very slavish. Indians become, even today, they are extremely slavish and they do not have that independent axis as they should have. Extremely slavish people they are. Especially I see in the West, I'm surprised when the Indians go from here. I find they are so very slavish. They try to sort of do all kinds of slavish acts to please the white-skinned people. The white skin became sort of a very adorable stuff in it. That added to the ego of the whites. Added to the ego of the whites, and today you see what's happening is all that ego is destroying them. They're on the verge of destruction because of their ego. So it is so unnatural and it is so superficial. One has to understand that what is the best within a human being is his access. And everybody has an access, and one must respect the access of every person. In such
Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's collectively ensure that our collective attention is at the lotus feet of the Devi in Sahasrara. Let's say 4 times Shri Ganesh mantra with the full attention on our heart. As the sun opens our heart and give us warmth from the heart. Let's say 4 times Shri Ganesh mantra from the heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat
it should not be just a
Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. From everywhere on the planet where we are, let our collective global consciousness be at the lotus feet of the Lord Ganesh and pray for auspiciousness and blessing of our meditation.
शीर्षम् ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारपरतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
एकदन्तं महाकायं तप्तकाञ्चनसन्निभं लम्बोदरं विशालाक्षं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। मौञ्जीकृष्णाजिनधरं नागयज्ञोपवीतिनं बालेन्दुसुकलामौलिं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। अम्बिकारदयानन्दं मातृभिः परिवेष्टितं भक्तिप्रियं मदोन्मत्तं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। चित्ररत्नविचित्राङ्गं चित्रमालाविभूषितं चित्ररूपधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। गजवक्त्रं सुरश्रेष्ठं कर्णचामरभूषितं पाशाङ्कुशधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। मूषकोत्तममारुह्य देवासुरमहाहवे योद्धुकामं महावीर्यं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। यक्षकिन्नरगन्धर्वसिद्धविद्याधरैः सदा स्तूयमानं महाबाहुं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। सर्वविघ्नहरं देवं सर्वविघ्नविवर्जितं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदातारं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्।
Now, for 1 minute, let's put left hand over the shoulder just to balance the right side before meditating on Shri Surya. Let's collectively put left hand over the shoulder, all collective attention on the collective left side and on our individual left sides, on our individual, on the collective right side and on our individual right side. Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. All attention in Sahasrara, and let be witness of our right side becoming cooler and balanced. Now, now both hands on the lap, both hands offered to Shri Surya. Our heart is offered to Shri Surya so that he can come to our heart and bring us the capacity to love and to express the warmth of love to all humanity. Our Kundalini, our central axis, is completely aligned with the axis of Mother Earth. Let's collectively align our axis, our Sushumna, to the Sushumna of Mother Earth, of our own Mother, of our Guru, who is Mother Earth. And all our attention is on Adi Shakti in Sahasrara, Ashri Surya. Let's be very collective, completely collective, one being, one collective consciousness. All attention in the kingdom of heavens above Sahasrara. Shri Surya mantra 3 times from the collective heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Surya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Surya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Surya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Collectively, with full heart and dedication, say the name of Shri Surya. Shri Mitra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mitra Namo Namaha. You are the one whose rays bring life and vitality. Shri Ravi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ravi Namo Namaha. You are the sun, the one who beholds the action of mankind. Shri Surya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Surya Sakshat Shri Surya Namo Namaha. You are the brilliance of the sun, Shri Banu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Banu Namo Namaha. You are the one who moves through the sky, Shri Kaga. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kaga Namo Namaha. You are the one who does the divine work, Shri Deva Karya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Deva Karya Namo Namaha. You are the primordial cosmic egg, Shri Iranya Garbha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Iranya Garbha Namo Namaha. You are the dawn personified as the sun's charioteer, Shri Aruna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Aruna Namo Namaha. You are the one who sustains life, Shri Savita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Savita Namo Namaha. You are the son of Aditi, Shri Aditya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Aditya Namo Namaha. You are the one who radiates light, Shri Bhaskara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhaskara Namo Namaha. You are the morning, the warming rays of the sun's golden light, Shri Arka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Arka Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Collective attention in Sahasrara on Shri Surya. Let's collectively feel the cool vibration, cool, powerful, fresh vibration of Shri Surya. And completely surrender to him so that we become one with him and radiate like him. Love, light, vibrations from within. Let's totally surrender to Shri Surya collectively. Where is our attention? Where is our attention? Collective, complete surrender to Shri Surya. Above Sahasrara, complete surrender. Ego, superego, mind. Darkness within us, challenges, obstacles, at collective level, at humanity level, at individual level. Complete total surrender. Are we aligned with the axis of Mother Earth collectively? Are we one in the surrendering to Shri Surya in Sahasrara? Now, let's collectively put all our attention on surrendering all humanity, all the yogis, to the pure attention of Shri Surya. Shri Surya, who is pure fire, pure light, but at the same time, who is very cool, very fresh vibration emitting. He is the light within all the gods. He is bigger than anything. Let's collectively, totally have pure devotion and feel the love, unconditional love for all humanity, for all the yogis in our heart. Because Sahaj is only pure love and pure expression of love through vibrations. Before finishing the meditation, let's put an extra effort on being completely one with Shri Surya, so that from every side of the world where we are, the whole planet is enlightened through our collective attention, because each of us is the representatives of Shri Surya. Let's have a very high collective consciousness so that Shri Surya is within us, radiates within us from everywhere where we are, so that our homes, our country, our cities, our countries, and the whole world is enlightened through our collective consciousness, love, and devotion to Shri Surya. Collective Namaskar, Kundalini. Let's say thank you to Shri Surya, to our mother, to the Lord Ganesh. Namaskar, Kundalini.
शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम हृदयं समर्पयामि प्राणं समर्पयामि तव पादपद्मे मातः सर्वं समर्पयामि अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम साक्षात् हरिप्रिया त्वमेव मावागेश्वरी त्वमेव साक्षात् हरिप्रिया त्वमेव मावागेश्वरी महादुर्गा महाकाली महामाया महेश्वरी भाग्यं समर्पयामि कर्मं समर्पयामि तव पादपद्मे मातः सर्वं समर्पयामि अन्यथा शरणं त्वमेव शरणं मम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम सर्वं समर्पयामि अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अनिर्वचनीय आनन्दे सुखकरणी दुःखहारिणी अनिर्वचनीय आनन्दे सुखकरणी दुःखहारिणी योगसंस्थापनार्थाय विहारिणे सङ्घं समर्पयामि पुण्यं समर्पयामि तव पादपद्मे मातः सर्वं समर्पयामि अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तिमिरावृता दिशाहीना आत्मस्य पापनाशिनी तिमिरावृता दिशाहीना आत्मस्य पापनाशिनी बहुजनहिताय वाणी तव शाश्वत प्रकाशिनी आद्यं समर्पयामि अन्तं समर्पयामि तव पादपद्मे माता सर्वं समर्पयामि अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम हृदयं समर्पयामि प्राणं समर्पयामि